what's the deal? We're gonna go downtown and get some interviews. So I just thought I'd show some of the process. Behind the scenes of SKIDROW interviews.
An extensive passage describes the right of the Pharisee to kill anyone, just as long as he did so indirectly. As one of dozens of examples, the Talmud tells us that if one bound his neighbor and he died of starvation, he is not liable to execution. In such an indirect manner, the Pharisees also killed Christ, manipulating the Romans to actually wield the spear and sword. The Pharisees claim, as their descendants do today, that since the Romans were the direct cause of the death of Christ, it is the Romans, not the Jews, who are guilty. Christ also called the Pharisees adulterers, an adulterous generation.
Almost there. What another minutes. Seriously, the drive over there takes a lot longer than usual most of my interviews. Same with the drive back, but like I said, it's a labor of love.
The Talmud provides generous loopholes for adultery. It says the penalty for adultery does not include sex with a minor, the wife of a minor, or the wife of a heathen. The Talmud also encourages seduction of unwed adolescent girls called designated bondmaids. But it's important that such rapes are performed. With the designated bondmaid, one is guilty only in the case of natural connection, but not in the case of perverse connection. The Pharisees reason that rape in a perverted manner is outside the jurisdiction of the law. Normal rape, however, was punishable. In Babylon, sexual perversion of every kind had been a way of life for millennia. The Pharisees were deeply influenced by such practices.
In three of the major treatises of the Talmud are found extensive passages which give legal endorsement to seduce and marry 3-year-old baby girls. In fact, many of the greatest rabbis of the Talmud, including Simeon ben Yochai, upheld this privilege. Today in Israel, thousands of Jews go to a marathon every year to venerate the memory of Simeon ben Yochai, one of the most respected rabbis in the history of Judaism.
In one of dozens of endorsements of child sex, Simeon ben Yochai said, "A proselyte under the age of 3 years and a day is permitted to marry a priest." Agreeing with Ben Yochai, the great rabbin said, "When a grown-up man has intercourse with a little girl, it is nothing, or when the girl is less than this, 3 years and a day, it is as if one put the finger into the eye." The footnote to this passage says, "As tears come to the eye again and again, so does virginity come back to the little girl under 3 years." The same section confirms that sexual activity with small boys is in the same category. The intercourse of a small boy is not regarded as a sexual act. In addition to adulterers, Christ, in the story of the Good Samaritan, portrayed the Pharisees as racial bigots, too self-righteous to respond to the suffering of one who was not a Jew. It is true, because of the wickedness of the Canaanites, which included sodomy and infant sacrifice, Israel had been commanded by God to be harsh in her treatment of the inhabitants of the land. God made it clear that the Canaanites were not simply to be avoided, but destroyed. By the time of the New Testament, this method of
All right. There we go. All right. What's the deal? It's OG, and I'm down here in the West Alley with Paul. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Good, I'm doing good.
Good. So I came down the alley and asked if they wanted to do an interview, and Paul was the first one to really jump. So.
And I never jump for interviews.
The early bird gets the worm. Or
That's right.
Okay. Anyways, how long have you lived in the downtown east side?
Since 2009.
2009.
No, 1999.
Okay. What did you do before you lived down?
I was an auto painter for years.
So you're a painter. Are you still a painter?
No,
You still really have the trade though, and you still know the trade.
I still know the trade.
Yeah.
I started when I was very young with my dad.
Good. So, but you could get back at it, couldn't you?
I could,
Okay.
but
Good.
costs too much when you don't have it to get back in.
Yeah.
You gotta supply your own stuff.
Do you have are you in the tents down here?
No,
Or you have a SRO or a place to stay?
I've stayed in shelters outside.
Okay. What do you think of the shelter system in BC?
It sucks really. You got a few good ones, but the rest are just a nightmare.
There's kind of a lot of rules there, isn't there?
Yeah, and when you go in at 9 o'clock at night
Yeah.
and you're out at 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
you're out in the street for what, 12, 15 hours?
That's a long time, yeah.
And you get basic nothing.
I was able to sort of get help because I went to a lookout and I was able to have a place to stay and get get my shit together. I think that's one of the main things is homes, don't you?
Yeah, and it's like they talk about it down here, but it doesn't really get done, you know?
Yeah.
It gets some good people. They get in, and very few people get what they want. It's more the people that, like the people in the tents, take priority over people who are doing the routine
Yeah. Yeah.
in the system, and they wait.
Yeah.
It's like a revolving door.
Yeah, it seems that there's a whole industry based on having poor people. Vancouver's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Um,
Advocates and that do a good job, but that's as far as it goes.
What's your drug of choice?
Crack?
Crack cocaine?
Yeah.
Do you use heroin or fentanyl now?
No.
No?
Never.
Yeah. It's pretty, it's there's a lot of overdoses down here right now, isn't there?
Way too many. You would think by now, guys who are doing it would stop doing it,
Yeah.
but now they want it. They ask.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
They know about benzos. They know the colors, and it's rampant.
Back, I
I
can
saw-
edit that out. Yeah.
I
Back
saw-
in the day, sorry.
I started selling drugs in 2000 for 10 years, and none of that shit happened down here.
Yeah. Well, when I used to do a lot of heroin, and when somebody would die, we would look for that heroin because it was stronger, right? But now with the fentanyl, it's a lot easier for people to die, and they're putting it in the coke, and
They're asking for it.
yeah,
And
so
these
it's
young people,
yeah,
which was blowing me away.
yeah,
I want fentanyl. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, you guys don't even look like you've had any experience, and
in doing drugs, yeah,
it's gonna harm you,
yeah.
kill you.
Okay, thank you.
And you,
Thank you.
and where's it? How long's it been since you were out here?
Today,
No, I meant how long have you been here?
I guess, about 8 years, something like that. Maybe a little 10 years. I met my wife down here, and I've got family still down here. Yeah.
Cool.
So,
I never knew. I never thought I would end up down here.
do you know Kenny? Do you remember Kenny? I always like to ask. He was from the Cage, worked in the Cage. He was a good friend of ours.
Cage? I worked in the cage before it was a cage.
Okay, so you know Kenny then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny died. He was a good friend of mine, and he's a great friend of my wife's. So we probably had met back in the day.
Yeah.
If you're, yeah.
That's right, it was called the cage. It wasn't the cage when I was there when it was first opened up again.
Yeah.
And I worked across the street.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to sign it off. Thank you very much. All right.
But the Pharisees were unfazed by God's new agenda. The Talmud was finally written down nearly 5 centuries after Christ, and its critical, even homicidal attitudes toward Gentiles might have been lifted out of the book of Joshua. However, the quickest way to grasp the Talmudic view of Gentiles is not directly from the Talmud, but from the Jewish encyclopedias. If we quote an isolated opinion from the Talmud, a rabbi may quickly object, saying, but that is not the overall opinion of the Talmud. That is not the definitive view. What the Jewish encyclopedia provides us is a definitive overview of perhaps hundreds of rabbinic statements on any subject, giving us accurate summaries of what the Talmud generally teaches.
In its article on Gentiles, the Jewish Encyclopedia begins to define what makes a Jew so different from a Gentile. According to the rabbis, only Israelites are men. Gentiles they class not as men, but as barbarians.
So to get an interview, it's about a full day's process, I guess. Yeah, it's about a full day's process. So, but I enjoy it. It's kind of cool. Hopefully we can spread this, and I don't know, it'll do something, some kind of good. I feel I have to get the stories out first, so that's what I'm doing.
Right. But no one can ever prove we knew you to be anything but a murdered, resistant arrest. You'll never take my guns except in smoke. On the hook. The 6 rifles out there drawing a bead on you right now. Only 6. Well, I thought there must be a dozen of them, judging by the noise they make running through the brush. Well, I reckon you've got me.
Can I get a 4-pack of root beer bottles, please? Can I get 4 bottles of root beer?
The pack of 4 bottles of root beer?
4 bottles of root beer, yeah. Okay, and a mama burger.
Wow!
Yeah,
Cheese or without cheese?
with cheese.
With cheese?
Yeah,
Sure.
thank you. Yeah. Hi there. How are you? Thank you. So I was also, I don't know, I think about a lot of things about for the channel, because I'd like to ultimately, do something good with it, right? If that's possible, which I believe it is. But first we got to bring awareness, and then who knows. So I just thought I'd show my my labor of love and the life of an independent journalist. Oh my diamonds.
Max.
Who controls the past controls the future.